How do I YouTube again? Wow.
Hi, this is the Game Train. I am Hwaldar Richards.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not Hwaldar Richards. What the fuck?
This is my good friend Tash the Cat.
Hey, wait a
And
minute.
today we are going to be playing Columns 3.
What the fuck? What the hell are these skinwalkers doing here? Stealing my fucking lines. Hello everyone. My name is Hwaldar Richards from DaGameTrain. And holy shit, it's been a while since I last recorded. I almost forgot how to do things, but that's okay. This is why we are back in action. With easily the worst choice anyone could ever take for a return game. Columns 3, Revenge of Columns. Let's get started, because, well, as you can see, there's nothing to see. So let's just start. Sega, get out the way, mouse. Columns 3. Revenge of Columns.
Here's a question. What were Columns 1 and 2 like?
Columns 1, that's actually a good question. Columns 1 was more arcadey. It was basically about getting the high score while doing basically the Tetris game, except it's columns. It's slightly different. I'll let the tutorial run in the background while I explain other things, because some people will definitely want to know how to do this. But Columns 2, that is an interesting little thing, because if you ever look inside your library of Genesis games, you will see that there is Columns 1 and Columns 3. But where is that motherfucking number 2? It ain't there for some reason. Well, it's kind of similar to the situation of Splatterhouse. The second game is available on a completely different system. In this case, Columns 2 was an arcade game.
Why?
I don't know. I think it was later ported to maybe a Dreamcast or a Saturn or something.
It reminds me of what they did with the Fable games. Fable 1 and Fable 3 are both available on Steam, but Fable 2, arguably considered to be the best game in the series, isn't for some bizarre reason.
Thanks.
Seriously, fucking, what the hell were you doing? Lionhead Studios, if any of you bastards are listening, fucking port it to Steam. It was amazing. I want to play it.
Wanna. But yeah, god damn it, these cables are pissing me off. They're pulling on the mic. Stop.
Oh damn, son. That was a good shot right there. So basically it is competitive Tetris.
Basically yes, but it's not Tetris because it doesn't work the same way, as you can see. While the tutorial is playing, I'm going to do some quick editing of my cable systems.
Here's the thing, why did I think, when you first said Columns 3, I was expecting more of a Bejeweled vibe going on. Not a Tetris one.
Well, I don't think Bejeweled was available at this point in time. Or any of its iterations, I want to say, but...
That kind of stuff. Or, how the fuck was that game? There's a game where you're presented with a full tile of things and you have to find all the matching ones. Ah, God. I remember I had it on some weird variety disc and it was called something like The Fleas Escape from Flea... The Fleas Flee from something or other.
It's either some sort of a Bejeweled ancestor or Mahjong. Oh, that was a tutorial. Oh shit. Columns 3. Now, interestingly enough, Revenge of Columns here does not imply that it's your revenge against Columns, but rather it's the Columns' revenge against you being a shithead in the previous two games. Look at that beautiful main menu. It just screams, I'm going to shit right in your fucking neck.
That to me screams more like oh, what the hell was it? Like the old school Mega Man, like stuff like that.
Yeah, but seriously, it doesn't even look that bad. But then you look at the one-player mode and look at that skeleton. That is you. and it will soon be me. Okay, well, enough with dramatic hype. Let's get into the story. They say a secret treasure is kept deep inside this pyramid. Many brave people have gone in, but none have returned. Typical. And now you will enter the pyramid. Why? I don't wanna. Who knows if you can survive and return with the treasure? Yeah, that's a good sentence actually. Who knows? And this is the crux of the challenge at hand, because you can see that there are multiple difficulty choices. Only take hard if you actually want to end the game, because if you take anything else, the game will cut you off and say, "What are you, a casual? Play on hard, you dick."
Fucking what?
Yeah, kinda like Flintstones did at the end of the game. Let's try a more difficult challenge. I tried. It's now more difficult. Not worth it.
Hello, spider with a beehive on your back.
I like how every opponent in this game challenges you to a game of columns before eating your face. Very honorable, these creatures. Yeah, basically.
Well, it's fine. It's like how in the Pokemon universe, it's like, yes, we're a criminal mastermind, bad people, and we could easily just fucking hit this kid and take their Pokemon, but let's actually try and challenge you to a Pokemon battle first.
Yeah, let's
instead of just
the
knocking you
kids.
the fuck out. Seriously, it makes no sense, Pokemon universe.
So the basic premise, as you can see, is not very difficult. You have a column with different colored jewels. You want to match them up vertically, diagonally, or horizontally. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as it's 3 or more jewels matching up. However, in this game, it's a little bit twisted. You also are collecting points which you can use to raise what the game calls the crush bar, or if you want to be more accurate about it, the floor. The more points you collect, the better.
The crush. That fucking screams 90s.
The more score you have, the more you can raise the crush bar, but you only can raise your score up to 30 at a time. I'll explain the magic jewel later. Once you have 30 points, you cannot get any more points. Therefore, you must use your crush bar points to raise the crush bar. You can raise it at the increments of 10 points. And that was the first
I'm never gonna get over that name. I'm never gonna get over that name.
The crush bar.
Hey dudes, you wanna raise the crush bar? That's all I can think of.
Well, don't worry. It's gonna live up to its name. It's gonna live up to it.
It's gonna crush you to paste.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last time I practiced was before I moved out to UK. And that was almost a month ago, if not a little more. So, to call myself rusty would be an understatement. But you might be thinking, oh, this doesn't look that hard. Well, this is just a spider. You haven't seen the real masters of the columns 3.
The mummy.
Ah, the mummy and the sphinx, they can go fuck themselves. Cheating bastards.
Yeah, I do remember you going on quite the rant about them.
Let's put it like this. When a game guide tells you it's okay to use Game Genie for these opponents, you
Did it seriously fucking do that?
Yes, it actually does that.
That's fucking beautiful, that is. It's absolutely fucking beautiful.
When the guide says it's okay to cheat, you know something isn't quite right. Okay, the magic jewel, as you can see, has 3 different formations. They all have their own specific function. When the jewel's sharp edges are pointing outwards, which is basically the first formation, you push down your crush floor. And that's it. Oh yeah, by the way, you also get treasures after every match or so. The second formation, which is kind of broken-ish, I think it's like
Sorry, what the fuck is that supposed to be?
I think that's a bat. It's a
World's most depressed bat.
It looks kind of stoned to me, actually.
It's either depressed or stoned out its mind.
You can't go in, bruh. The second formation of a magic jewel, I forget exactly how it looks like, but you'll see it. It's always when you press B twice. It allows you to selectively choose one color of the jewels and destroy them entirely. However, if you get any combos from that, it does not count towards your crush bar score. So keep that in mind. And the third formation, which is my favorite, is the one that raises the enemy crush floor. Do keep in mind that the later opponents also favor this formation, unless they have a disadvantage.
Well, I mean, that's probably the best formation to take, really.
It is.
Like, the entire point of the game is to raise your opponent's crush floor.
Yeah.
So you've gotta just take that one constantly.
Also, you don't need to focus so much on removing your own crush floor, because every time you raise one with points, yours goes down by that same amount.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. It's quite balanced.
It is.
Well, for right now, at least.
There's also a few other nuances. As far as I remember, there's also special gems, which occasionally show up in a play area. If you can get a combo with a special gem, you get a buff or a debuff. It's chosen randomly, but it's never against your favor.
Like, here's a reward, buddy. Here, we're gonna fuck you over.
No. If you get the special gem, it's always in your favor. Like if you get a debuff, it's put on the enemy.
All right, now I get it.
There are multiple of those, and I don't remember all of them, but I do know that the best ones involve locking your controls, making you colorblind, and inverting the screen.
Oh god, inverting the screen would fuck with you so hard.
Inverting the screen and getting colorblind is the worst combination that you can get. I mean, I can do colorblind because every gem has a specific shape. But colorblind and upside down, that also inverts your controls. No thanks.
Oh, damn no.
So right now you can just play it casually, it's nothing hard. I mean, what the fuck is the bad gonna do? He only has 2 combos completed. What a loser! Look at that, he fucked up himself. I didn't even finish him off. Yeah, go back to sleep, you cunt. A treasure chest. It's an hourglass. Well, what does it do? Well, that's a good question. We have multiple treasures to make use of. The hourglass is basically your life. Oh, and here's a skeleton. Here you are. Let us see just how good you are. I see.
Why is he standing in the classic power stance?
I can see that
his junk off?
I can see that his forehead is cracked. It must mean that somebody actually tried to fight him rather than play columns.
That's what you should do.
The deepest
Here's challenge
lore
number 3,
of, the deepest lore of columns 3.
Okay, here it is. I've gotten like I found all the challenges. There's only 11 levels in the game. That's not too bad. Nope. I'm guessing they get much harder.
Oh. That's one way to put it.
Here it is. The flash jewels. Effect 1 is like, these effect makes you play upside down, turns your playing area black and white. The effect causes left to become right and right to become left. This effect prevents you from shuffling jewels. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I believe the flash jewel the flash jewel effect 5 makes your opponent's jewels drop down as if they had held down on the D-pad. But this is the only effect that lasts until you lose the game. It's actually quite a challenge since my friend and I did get this effect for the most part. So it basically just makes it seem like they're holding down the entire time. And effect 6, this one pushes up your opponent's crush bar by 2 bars.
You know, that effect about pushing the blocks falling down faster means jack and shit later on, because they pretty much go the same speed anyway.
Yeah. My guess is that was meant more for multiplayer than anything else.
Oh yeah. Multiplayer is practically the same thing as you see here, except you play with your friend. It can be quite exhilarating, actually. How is this skeleton sweating?
I was about to say, how does that skeleton sweat and then get a headache?
How does he sweat? Well, I can see where he gets the headache. I mean, he has a cracked skull. But
I mean, yeah, and he's clearly got eyes, so somewhere in there is his brain.
is this the origin story of Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh god, don't bring that shit into us.
I mean, it only makes sense, and the more you think about it, maybe.
And that's a theory! A game!
Theory! I missed this.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I find so many of these theories bad and just straight up silly, but I still watch pretty much every single one of them because they entertain me.
I don't.
That's what I'm there for.
I don't think I've ever seen a single one of his videos.
I've watched for years. I enjoy it.
Skeleton, please wait. I'm trying to concentrate here. Fucking skeleton, I swear. My recommendation here actually is to try as hard as you can to get diagonals, because that seems to have the best combination ratio.
Oh yeah, and it's a lot easier to get them because you don't have to have specific lines. Like diagonals are more common, I guess.
Yeah.
Like there, see?
I have a pretty fun story about original columns, but we can talk about that later.
Oh god, how bad was it?
I couldn't lose. Well, I guess I can talk about it now because I'm a lot more safer now. I was playing original columns and I figured, well, it's been a while. I'll just turn it down a little bit on the difficulty. And at one point, my jewels were dropping at light speed. I was so far into the game that I couldn't do much of anything. But,
oh dear.
But I tried so hard to lose. But the combos just kept rolling in. I couldn't stop them. They were always at least 10 combos. Like at least 10 hit combos. I couldn't fucking end it.
Not bad.
You found a barrier. I forget what it does.
Barrier is a treasure?
Yes, it's one of the items you can use during the game.
Oh.
Aha, here comes my dinner. Okay.
I'm sorry, what the fuck are you supposed to be?
It is a
Are you a mimic? No, it is not a mimic. It is literally just the treasure chest. That is what it's actually called.
I think it's a mimic. I mean, what kind
It
of...
doesn't have teeth. I think it's just a guy hiding in a treasure chest.
No, I think it does have teeth. I don't want to lose and find out, of course. No, of course.
Well, we'll see it whenever he gets injured, so like, we might be able to see it when you beat his ass. You're flying through this game, though.
You don't have to worry about losing instantaneously, by the way. This is a best 2 out of 3. So, if you lose one round, it's okay. You still have a chance.
Oh yeah, you can play the comeback king.
And boy, you're gonna need that comeback. Nice. Shit. Panic. Panic. Where do I go? I hate when that happens. Fuck! Now we panic. In fact, whenever you get closer and closer to the top of the play area, your music speeds up. It gets more frantic.
Oh, damn.
Where the fuck do I put these? I need some blues. Give me blue. This'll do. Oh shit! I heard the flash jewel turning off. Thank goodness he didn't get it.
Thank God for that.
How do I do this? Ah! Stop! I can't do this, I'm running out of space. Ooh, magic jewel. Ooh. That's
good.
Panic mode activated. Oh fuck, this is bad. Oh, thank God this is good. That turned around fucking fast, didn't it?
It's the nature of these kind of games, really. All of a sudden your luck can turn.
Except when you need it.
Yeah, except when you need it.
Oh fucking hell. It's already begun. I didn't ask for this.
It's getting tight. It's getting tight.
Son of a bitch. No, I fucked it up. Fuck. It's getting very, very shit for me. I don't want to use my items. Fuck it, I'll just concede. Well, he definitely has a tongue.
He's got a very big tongue. What is this guy, a Shelder? Or region variant Shelder.
His tongue game is A+.
Ladies.
I got a tongue that's a foot long.
Ladies.
Oh, fucking hell. That's disgusting. Alright, let's try to not fuck up now. Because he has my one ring and I need to get it back to Mordor. Oh, isn't
You seem to be doing a lot better. Oh dear. You seem to be doing a lot better this time.
Don't say that out loud.
Jinx, yeah. Stick the green over there on the left hand side.
I don't have a green. Give green. Oh yes, double whammy.
Oh, that was good. There's a yellow one there, you can stick there and then that'll do that.
Oh, fuck. Oh, then they give you 3 of the same color. It's like, here you go, you petty shit. Win.
Just fucking here. There's no challenge anymore in this fight.
Then you win. The treasure chest closes off.
Huh.
Oblivious to the world as it does not give a shit anymore. Oi, game
I mean,
please.
to be fair, I guess if I was a treasure chest, I wouldn't give too much of a shit either.
If anyone experienced that small hitch in the video, my apologies.
Game started screwing up on you a bit?
Just a tiny bit. I think it was my hard drive trying to catch up with the recording.
Yeah, my fan's starting to go and it's really fucking loud at times. Whenever I start rendering, I just hear.
You know what? I'm starting to think this is probably what happened in Spyro 1 when we were in one of those hub worlds. Was it second or third? I think it was. That's when I was. I think so. Yeah. It was when I was trying to turn around and the game just crawled down to like 1 frame per second.
Oh, that was weird.
I think that's the same thing that happened here.
Your graphics card just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna shit myself momentarily.
No, I think it's my hard drive actually, trying to catch up and speed up a bit.
That's very strange. I hope it's okay. I know that hard drive health can drop eventually. Like my old hard drive, one of them, I had to actually replace it because its health dropped so low. And there you go, you won.
It never does this when I'm just doing stuff normally. It's always when I record. I'm hungry!
Well, you suck at a chest, you dozy git. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
You should grow some legs and go to Torque Souls.
Oh, fuck. Oh, ew, ew.
What?
So we just basically ripped him apart to get the barrier. Ew.
Wow, his innards are flashing.
He's from Pulp Fiction.